Mic check. 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 Just, I was recording. I started recording previously, like for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then I realized I haven't plugged my mic because it sounds better, right? When you put on the mic. I don't know. I think so. I started doing it like last week. I'm figuring this YouTube content thing. I'm figuring it out as I go, right? Now, I got the mic. My brother in Ireland told me to get the mic because he watched my videos and said that they're good video, but the sounds, if I get the mic, I was like, okay, I'll get the mic. And then I'm trying to figure out, somebody's going to help me out with when you can upload, like show videos without me holding my phone to show you guys. I'm trying to do that too. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. How's your, what's today? Today's Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. How's everybody preparing for Thanksgiving? I'm just gonna cook some Nigerian fried rice. No, not Nigerian jollof rice. I'm gonna make some American food. I'm sorry, we Americans, I'm Nigerian American. I've spent more years, because I know when I say I'm American, some people will be like, oh, you have an accent. I'm like, so? Some Americans have accent. I think all Americans have accent. When you go to New York or you hear someone from New York and you know how New Yorkers sound, you know that's an accent. People from the South, Texas, Atlanta, especially people from the deep South, like Mississippi, Alabama, those places, they have an accent, right? So we all have an accent. We all have accent. One way or another, we all have an accent. I just happen to have, most people when they first meet me, I don't open my mouth, right? I haven't said anything. They think I'm an African American. And then when I speak, and then they say, are you from the Caribbean? I love Bahamas and Jamaica. Those are one of my two favorite, or Jamaica is my favorite vacationing place. And then Bahamas, yeah, one of them. But I love Jamaica and Bahamas, the Caribbean. And then they say, are you from the Caribbean? And I'm like, what part do you think? They say Jamaica. And I'm like, no, but I love Jamaica and they're my sisters and brothers. Well, and then the moment they find out and I start talking, they say, you from Africa? And I'm like, what part? They say West. I'm like, what part of West? They say either Nigeria or Ghana. And I said Nigeria. So I'm Nigerian American. But most times I'm American first because I've been here 20 something years. So I've spent most of my life here than Nigeria. I was only in Nigeria for like 17 years. So I spent more than 2 decades in America. So go figure. So I'm an American citizen. I'm a Nigerian American. I'm American first and Nigerian. 50-50. I'm Nigerian. But anyway, I'm going to cook some Nigerian food. I'm a great cook. I keep telling you guys, I'm not even bragging. I'm a great cook. I'm going to cook some Nigerian food. My daughter loves Nigerian fried rice. She doesn't like Nigerian jollof rice, stew, none of those things. She likes Nigerian fried rice. She likes okra with stew and oat fufu and nothing else. And then she likes goat meat. Grilled, you boil the goat meat, season it, and then grill it. She likes grilled goat meat. She likes turkey because she's allergic to egg and chicken, so she can eat egg and chicken. So she loves turkey wings, Nigerian style. Season, boil, and then grill it, just like the goat meat. And then I just finished making a corn chowder for my daughter, and then I baked some healthy whole wheat banana bread eggless. Instead of egg, we use olive oil and yogurt. Fire yogurt, 0% fat. So I did those today. I'm going to do one more cooking today. I don't like to cook all at once tomorrow, Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to cook the fried rice, goat meat, turkey. I'm going to bake some eggless eggless brownie, caramel brownie, cookie, and then I'm going to bake some chocolate eggless brownie, caramel brownie, cookie, and then I'm going to bake some chocolate eggless brownie, caramel brownie, cookie, and then I'm going to bake some chocolate eggless brownie, caramel brownie, cookie, and then I'm going to bake some chocolate eggless brownie, caramel brownie, cookie, and then I'm going to bake some chocolate eggless brownie, caramel brownie, we're gonna have that as a dessert, and there's ice cream, and you have to freeze the cookie. Well, that's a story for another day. Just trying to let you guys know what a great cook I am. I am a great cook. When it comes to cooking, nobody got nothing on me. Nothing. Words for the wise. But anyway, how are you guys doing today? As you can see on the title, I said, Kandi, Burruss, and Todd Tucker getting a divorce. Kandi came out with a statement and said, after like a deep thinking, praying and everything, she's decided to go ahead and file a divorce with Todd. If you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, they met there. White Todd was an assistant producer, something like that. One of the producing crews. I think it was one of the producing crews. I don't think he had a big, like an executive producer or something. I think it was an assistant of executive producer or one of the assistant crews though. They met on that set. I think it was even Phaedra that said, Phaedra was the one that hooked them up. Like, hey, don't you like her? Don't you like him? Like, yeah, cool. They met there because I don't want to go back. Hopefully most of you watched when they first met, right? When Kandi, Burruss, and Todd Tucker first met on the Real Housewives of Atlanta set. So they started dating, engaged, got married. So the reason why I said the signs has been there all along, right? Not particularly, I'm not going to say Todd married Kandi. Let's just be candid, right? We're talking, right? Let's have a girl to girl. Men, if you're on here, girl and man, is man and a woman. Kandi, wealthy, right? So let's talk. This is my opinion, and this is what I've observed watching the shows all these years. As of lately, I really haven't been watching. Kandi is out, Kenya is out. So this last season, I did not watch anything. So I really can't speak about what happened this last season because my favorite girl, Kenya Moore, wasn't there. Love Kandi wasn't there. Nene is not even there anymore. But at least I had Kandi and Kenya before there when Nene left. Now, all three are gone. So this past season, no. And Phaedra is back too. Some of you like Phaedra, but no. Like some things you forgive, but you don't forget. You can make up lies on people. Like dangerous lies that could have gotten someone in deep shit. No, I will forgive, but I will never forget. And when people tell Kandi, when I see social media, move on, Phaedra, don't move on. It's easy for Phaedra to move on. But why would Kandi move on? Yeah, Kandi can move on, but she don't want nothing to do with that lady. And you guys cannot fault her or blame her for it. I would do the same thing. You literally cut me open. Do you guys know what that means? Somebody that don't drink, don't smoke, don't do nothing, drug-wise. Now you're going to cut me open just because I'm not on your side getting divorced from your husband from your ex-husband or husband that is going to prison, which was Phaedra's ex-husband, Apollo. It's Apollo, right? His name was Apollo, something like that. Happens to be Kandi's husband's friend. So now Phaedra is mad, teamed up with Portia. I'm going to say just a little bit of this. The reason why I said if I was Kandi, I would forgive because God says forgive. So forgiving doesn't mean you should forget. You will be stupid if somebody cut you open and put like this horrible lie in you and sew you back, stitch it, like sew it back. And then thankfully it all came out during the reunion. We saw who was behind, who was the puppet master when it came to Phaedra and Portia. Phaedra was the puppet master, telling Portia what to do, telling Portia, like literally like just lying on Kandi. So thankfully that cleared out. But if I was Kandi, I will forgive you, but I don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing. Because if Phaedra did that kind of thing, and Phaedra's friends should be very careful. I'm sorry to say. If I was anybody, I and Phaedra would never be friends. Like we meet on occasions, oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, how is it doing? Nice to meet. Oh, Phaedra, how are you? Even if I knew her. But she's never going to come to my home ever again. She's never going to she would nothing. She would never know nothing about me other than what she already knew before. Because people like Phaedra are dangerous. When push comes to shove, yeah, push, but don't lie. Especially a horrible lie against someone else, another human being. No, that was so wrong. Every time I see Phaedra, that's the first thing that comes to my head. Every time, it don't matter what she's doing, anything. Every time I'm like, what a liar. Every time, it's been how many years now since this situation happened? But it's just because I might not cry for anything, but if you lie on me, like when Kandi was crying at that reunion, I literally cried for her because I was like, this is me. I don't lie on people. So when you lie on me and it's a horrible lie, and I'm trying to like, oh my God, who said it? Like, and funny enough, some people are believing it until they find out that it was all a lie. You know what I'm saying? So I cry easily. So I cried for Kandi during that reunion. I will never forget it. Because I hate when people lie on me. I will never lie on you. I'm the kind of person that I will look you straight in the eye and tell you what it is. And if I'm the person that I would judge myself if I have a fight with someone, I would judge what I did wrong. Like if they say, tell me what happened, I would say, listen, I know what I did was wrong. This is my part, the part that I played. That's me. Like people will tell you, she will literally judge on herself. She will be the judge on herself, like what she did wrong and what she did right and what that person did wrong and right. I'm not twisting nothing because guess what? It's always good. When you tell the truth, they always say truth is bitter, right? Truth doesn't taste good. Most times people don't want to hear the truth because it doesn't taste good when you hear it. But guess what? When you say it, you that is saying, looking somebody in the eye and saying the truth, you feel better. And the person that you're telling the truth to, at that moment might not like it, right? But when they go sit down, when they leave later and sit down and think about what you said, they even have more respect for you, for being able to look at them and telling them the truth. And then they realize later that I've had so many friends like that. Oh, you're too blunt. Oh, you're too... Well, I didn't ask you for your opinion because they didn't ask me for the truth, but I told it anyway because I care about them. And then for a while, maybe they won't talk to me. But after a while, they realize that all she did was just telling me the truth. I would not be a good friend, a good sibling, a good anything around you if I'm not able to look you in the eye and tell you the truth. Like I always tell everybody, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. I might not like it at that moment, but give me time to let it marinate in me and let me come back. And I always tell people when I tell them the truth, I'm like, you don't have to say anything. Now, don't be mad. Just go think about it later and then we can revisit that later. You know, I've had people that later on they're like text and call and I ignore it because I know they were mad for nothing. And then they start saying, hey, let's hang out. Don't be mad. Can we go have lunch? Can we go? Oh, let me take you to your favorite place, favorite restaurant, because people know I love to eat in good restaurants. I don't care how much it is. You know, and then I'm like, yeah, take me to my favorite restaurant. And I go there and start apologizing to me. I know you were trying to tell me the truth. It just didn't sound right at that moment, or you were too blunt. And then I'm like, but did it feel good later when you realize that somebody finally told you what you've been wanting to hear, but nobody, yeah, it did. And it makes me like check myself or, you know, revisit stuff. You have to tell people the truth. If not about anybody, but about you too, about what happened. If you don't gain anything, you gain respect. If you already have respect from that person, you even gain more respect. And people can always vouch for you. Up to today, there's nobody that will stand. They'll be like, Naomi can be a lot of stuff. But one thing she's going to do is tell you the truth about herself. If she did something wrong, she's going to tell you she did something wrong. And I will never make up lies about nobody. That's what hurts me the most. When people make up lies about me, it hurts me to my bones. Like, you know, so I felt where Kandi was coming from. But anyway, these signs of Kandi and Tucker divorcing, this signs has been there all this time. It's been there. So, and then the first thing when I said, I was like, oh, Mama Joyce. You know when I'm like, oh, Mama Joyce. But I didn't want to say, man, she must be happy now. But because I don't think she's going to be happy. You know, nobody, no parent, I would hope so, right? Is going to be happy that their kid, son, daughter, their child is getting a divorce. Divorce is not easy. Anything family court is not easy. Thankfully, they had a prenup, right? So it looks like this is going to go smooth. Just happy they have a prenup. So all the signs has been, and I just hope Mama Joyce is not happy about it. Or she might be happy because there's something that I want to say. The reason why I said the signs has been there all along. Kandi, right? I'm not going to go into their finances. The only thing I'm going to say about their finances is Todd, right from day one, hit a jackpot. And you guys leave a comment in the comment section. And I'm going to take a quick pause, right? If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, there's a subscribe button looking right back at you. Push that subscribe button right now. I'll wait. I'll wait while you look at this pretty face and smiling face and happy Naomi. I'll wait. Push that subscribe button right now, okay? Push it. You're watching anyways, why not subscribe? And you can get a notification every time I upload a video, right? So push the button. It doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's continue. And like this video, share this video. Somebody might learn a thing or two from it. You know what I'm saying? And leave a comment in the comment section. I say comment. In the comment section. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Kandi and Tad situation. And the reason why their finances, I would say Tad hit a jackpot. What I saw from day one and my opinion, Tad hit a jackpot. And then he ended up also, when I meet Gold Mile, he hit a gold mile, a jackpot. Not only financially, influence too. Because Kandi is Atlanta. Do you guys agree? Say, yes, I agree. If you ever see this video, watch this video, click and you watch, and you... Kandi Burruss is Atlanta. When you mean Atlanta, Georgia, Kandi Burruss is Atlanta. Just like the way Tia and Tiny are Atlanta. Kandi Burruss is... There are some people that you will say they are where they're from. People know who they are. People know them. They have influence. Kandi was, still is influential in Atlanta, very influential. Nobody can argue that. Was, still is. God forbid anything happens, she's out of this world, will always be influential in Atlanta. Let's not even talk about nationally or worldwide. SWV, isn't it SWV? Yeah. What's Kandi? SWV, right? That's my little secret. Yeah, Kandi's SW. That's my little secret, and that's how we should. I used to love that song in high school. Kandi is Atlanta. Kandi did not only have money on that show. She was very influential too when she met Tad. So Kandi had nothing to lose and nothing to gain. Well, Kandi had a lot to lose when she met Tad and had nothing to gain from Tad Tucker. Tad had everything to gain. You know what I'm saying? And it was all those things Mama Joyce was fighting for. And the African in me says that a man should never come into a relationship where a woman is like up here in the world and you are right here. I won't do it, but some people will. That's why I always say don't judge, because my way of thinking is completely different from the next person's way of thinking of what they will accept and what they won't. What they will tolerate and what they won't tolerate, what they want in life and what they don't. We're all different. Would I have married Tucker? No. If I was Kandi Burruss? No. Date him here and there, yeah. Take him seriously like marriage? No. But she did. Like she said, she's been there, done that when it came to men. Like famous men, wealthy guys, rich guys. Of course, you're not going to say she was famous. She met different guys, wealthy, popular, famous. Kandi met them all. She was there. She'd been there, done that. She said, no, because they don't stay faithful. Like Nigeria, they say, man will stain your white. A man, if a woman wears white, you know what that means? A man will, they say, hey, a man will stain your white. That means men will always embarrass you as a woman. So like Kandi's like, I've been there, done that. These men, most of them are not loyal. Most of them are not faithful. So she met Tad as a regular person. She's like, yeah, I'm going to try this one out. It worked for 11 years. And I'm happy that, because most people didn't think it was going to last for, even Mama Joyce didn't think it would last for 11 years. 11 years with 2 kids in, a boy and a girl. But the science has been there all along. That's the little I'm going to say about Tad, like Tad and Kandi influence financially. Tad is going to come out of this divorce way better than it was 11 years ago. We can't argue that. Because from what Kandi said then, their prenup says, whatever they both came in with, they keep when they divorce. And whatever they both gained in why they were married for that 11 years, the moment they got married for that 11 years, whatever they both did together from that marriage, they're going to split in half. And guess what? We all know they accumulated a lot for that 11 years. So Tad is going to live a happy man, financially, influential-wise, because he got to know people that he probably would never thought he probably would have met or known or hang out with or become buddies or friends with. That's the influence that he got from Kandi. Financially, he also got it from Kandi. Who knows where it would have been now? So if anybody gained a whole lot, it was Tad. That's going to gain a whole lot from this divorce. Because Kandi is a smart woman financially, business-wise. She makes great business move. But like she said, I also agree with one thing. She said, yeah, I made great business move. But since I and Tad got married, 2 heads, right, is better than 1. Always, will always. 2 heads who agree together will always be better than 1. So 2 decisions, 2 different ideas come together will always be better than 1 idea, 1 decision. That was what Kandi said. Yeah, I make great business decisions. Yes, I'm a great businesswoman. But Tad coming in and adding to my business ideas and even more than I would have thought of business-wise, yes, it definitely made a whole big difference. She said it in one of the episodes in Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I agree. Business-wise, like business ideas, Tad got it. Very well-educated man. He got it. And it kind of, when it came to the business level, it kind of helped Kandi a little more. I can also agree on that because I'm not just going to say Kandi. There were also some things that I saw that became like a higher business level when it came to Kandi. I can tell you because of Tad's executive producing, assistant executive producing idea, like TV, right? Behind the scenes idea, I can bet you that Tad was the one that was bringing all those movies they were producing, all those what do you call it? This Othello that they just did. What do you call it? Broadway. You know, they did a few Broadway, a lot of multiple Broadways. You know, like those behind the scenes, like acting wise, like movie wise, shooting wise. I can bet you Tad was the one that brought those ideas, or most of the ideas, and they made money off of it. And all of them together was a great combination too. So Tad also did invest later on in the relationship, but he gained a lot more from Kandi, you know. So, but there were so many signs there, you know. The reason why I said there were signs there all along, Kandi has always liked women. Why she's just not going like strictly like women, like lesbian, I don't know. Because I know, even sometimes when I read the comment section, sometimes in like on social media, even I say it every time in my mind. I'm like, why can't you just go full-blown a lesbian? What's wrong with that? Like, you married to Tad, and most times all you talk about is another woman in you guys' bedroom, a woman in you guys' bedroom. You guys invite a woman into your bedroom, you invite a woman into your bedroom, you invite a woman into your bedroom. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I remember someone asking, was it Andy Cohen or somebody says, in a year, how many times do you guys invite a woman into your bedroom? Didn't she say like 3 or 4 times or even more? I was like, that's like every quarter? 1, 2, 3? Every quarter? Or every like 3 times a year? That's a lot. And I can bet you that's probably just the one that she's saying, right? They probably do it more because you can tell she loves women. So, and it's other signs that has been there. I think we've all seen different signs that for as long, I always said it like for as long as it was going to last, it was not going to be a forever thing with Tad and Kandi. Just for one main purpose that Kandi loves women. And I hope that after this divorce, that she just goes, no more men. I'm going to just start dating women. And just be a lesbian. We already know Kandi. Like some people, I have friends who says Kandi is a lesbian. They don't know why she's with her. Like friends in real life that I know that says Kandi is definitely a lesbian. They don't know why she's with her or why she even bothers being with men. She has 3 beautiful kids. Kandi, if I was you, I would not have relationships with men anymore. It's very obvious when you talk about women on Real Housewives of Atlanta, even on Speak on It. You love women, so go ahead, honey. I love you to death, and just be you. Don't hide nothing. We're already used to it, that you love to dibble and dabble with women. Have them. They will love to have you because you're freaky anyways. You know what I'm saying? You're freaky. Who doesn't like women? We like to be freaky. Depends on who we want to be freaky with. And you can tell Kandi is freaky. Like she goes all out. So that was one of my, when I saw, like she said, oh, Kandi filed for divorce and she made a statement. I was like, is anybody surprised? And you can even tell the way social media is looking is like, they're not surprised. They're just like, most people are just like, oh, Mama Joyce is happy. No, I don't think Mama Joyce is happy. And nobody's really surprised. I didn't even like, what? Like some divorce, you see, be like, oh my God, no. You can tell even though like people are really not like, what? It's just like, oh, Mama Joyce is rejoicing, Mama Joyce is happy. Oh, who didn't see this coming? You know, people just kind of move on like, whap. We knew this was coming. How long it was going to take was what we were thinking. Like everybody was wondering, like most people was wondering, how long? It's 11 years now. How long more before it ends? You know, so hopefully no drama, because I've been seeing a little bit video here and there with Todd, you know, doing a little bit like jabs to Kandi or whatever. So I hope Todd, because I know Kandi is not coming out unless she has to address something. We all know how Kandi is. To bash Todd or say anything negative or even throw some shades to Todd. I hope Todd is matured enough. Todd, you have 3 kids. You have one that is in her 20s. I hope Todd is matured enough to stop those little jabs and shades or whatever. It's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's so not necessary. Let it go. You knew this was going to come at some point. Even you complained that Kandi, at some point on the show, Kandi wasn't spending that much time. She's always busy. She's barely home. She doesn't spend that much time with the kids. And that she doesn't have time for you guys. But she does have time. Come here. But she does have time for women though, right? Just saying. But she does have time for women though. I think she will always have time for that. So I'm just saying, like, the signs were there. If you saw the sign other than Kandi liking women, and I think at this time, hopefully she just came to a realization that I'm gonna just go find me a nice, beautiful lady. She's beautiful, you know. And I move on with my life and really, really live my truth this time. If you guys, right from time, Tasha K, on Wine with Tasha K, she's always said it. Kandi is a lesbian. Kandi likes women. Kandi is using Todd as a facade. No, I think she truly, truly loved Todd. She wanted to try it out, but I think deep down, she's always wanted to be with women full time. You know what I'm saying? And Real Housewives Real Housewives in general is hard for you to, is recently, I think in Real Housewives of New York, revamped new Real Housewives of New York. I think it's now they have a lesbian lady, right? But before, there was really no like a lesbian, like couples or gay couples, right? So listen, women are beautiful. I've said that in one of my videos before. Women are beautiful. So I think women are very attractive, beautiful creatures that God took his time to create. So I don't blame her. You know, I have nothing against any of those things. You have to live your truth in life. Don't worry about what nobody says. Because guess what? People are going to always talk. But you don't want to leave this earth like, hey, oh, I wish when you no longer here. I wish. You don't want to leave this earth. I always say, leave everything, mic drop. That when you leave this earth, you said, I did it. it my way. You don't want to leave this earth regretting. So live to your fullest. Be truthful and be honorable to yourself and nobody else. To yourself and whatever you believe in, spirituality, God, whatever you believe in, just to yourself and the person of the almighty person else. But anybody that walk on this earth surface, don't worry about them. That's what I always say. Don't worry about them. Live your truth. Forget about judgment. Who is another human being to judge you? Let's talk about that. Who is another human? Have you ever looked at another human being and like, who are you to judge me? Who am I to judge you? I think Kandi should have been with a woman a long time ago instead of bringing them into your bedroom. And you bring them in. It's like allegedly rumors. Like, it's not even allegedly. She says it herself. But it's obvious that she only says the amount she wants to say. I can say, in my opinion, that Kandi brings women more than she admits on the show or on speak on it or in person, like on when the camera is rolling. I think she brings women more in real life more than she admits when there's a camera rolling and she's asked a question about that. I think so. So hopefully she lives that truth 100% now and date women and no longer men. Seriously. And I hope they have a amicably understanding divorce and be able to raise their two beautiful kids, because the other two kids, they're in their 20s now. Kandi's daughter and Todd's daughters, they're in their 20s now. The little ones, I hope they're able to just raise them peacefully and with understanding. That's the only prayer I can pray for them. So leave it in the comment section what signs you saw. My first sign was the women one. My second sign was at some point Kandi was going to cave to Mama Joyce. And then she was going to start seeing other stuff that Todd is doing, maybe complaining. You know, you can complain to her something like, you're too busy, you're too this. I think Kandi, every time I looked at her, she's the type that wants a free bird. That's how I see myself. Kandi is the type that wants to be a free bird. Do what she wants, go where she wants, do what she says to her own self. Answer to her own self and don't have to worry about nobody else. I think that's the life. That's why she said now, after carefully thinking and praying to God, she has decided to just be herself, be on her own, and move on with life by herself without a husband. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What signs did you guys see? I saw a lot of signs, but the main ones, three main ones that I saw right from the get-go is the ones I want to talk about. If not, we'll be here all day. But leave in the comment section, what signs did you guys see? Did you guys see the same signs that I saw? Or if you saw a different sign? And if you did, please leave it in the comment section and subscribe. Bye. All right.